If you deliver any type of done-for-you lead gen service and have made at least 6 figures in the previous 12 months, but you're tired of always selling your time and always growing your customers' business instead of your own, then this 5-step video sequence is for you. My name is Kenneth Riebeck and I want to show you how we were able to charge $19,550 on average per customer and as much as $52,000 by selling a system instead of selling our time. And I want to show you how you can do this as well. But let's first define a system. What is a system? Back in 2011, I started as a personal trainer, and it took a while to learn how to actually sell, but when I figured it out, I was able to charge my customers up to $3,000 for my programs. At this time, I was selling my time. Then about 7 years later, more personal trainers came to me and asked me for advice. So I began to show them how I was able to become the best-selling personal trainer in a chain of 45 gyms. And because I was selling my advice on how to make money, it was worth more to my customers. So I became a business coach, and now I was able to charge $10,000 for my advice. I was still selling my time though. In 2022, I made a shift, and I shifted from selling my time to start selling my system, the system I used to help my customers get clients. So because I sold a system, I was now able to charge on average $19,550 and all the way to $52,000 for my system. That's the power behind a system. Now, when I made this shift by selling a system, this is when we crossed $1 million and we won a 2 Comma Club award. So let me show you exactly the power behind selling a system instead of just selling your time. So what is a system? A system is something, in this case, that helps generate more customers to your customers, but not any type of customers. We want to specifically target businesses who are selling a high-ticket service or product of any kind. So they are getting high-ticket customers from your system, okay? And the reason we want to go for high-ticket is this. Imagine you have a customer and the customer is selling a $2,000 product of any kind. And you ask this customer, hey, if you want my system to help you get more $2,000 customers, you're going to pay me $2,000 for the system. That'll be pretty reasonable, right? Because when they start using your system, they are getting new $2,000 customers and they only have to pay with one customer, right? So one customer, $2,000, they pay that to you. And from now on, every single customer they get from now on and to end of time, it's basically free, right? So a $2,000 for a system is pretty reasonable if they get a $2,000 customer. So now in theory, you could have a simple 2-page funnel and charge $2,000 for the funnel, even though it's a template, right? As long as it works. This is the keywords. It needs to work. If it doesn't work, you can't charge it. And if you charge it, you're not going to get any recommendations for your customers because it's not working, right? So we don't want that. We want a system that actually works. But if you have a system that consistently can generate new customers to your customer, then you could easily charge the price of one of their customers. So this is the cool thing, because if you can charge what one customer is worth for your customer, then you want to go for businesses that are charging more than $2,000. So let's say you have a customer and they charge $5,000 for their product. Now it would be reasonable for you to charge $5,000 for your system as well, right? Again, they just need one customer and then they paid off the entire system. So what if your customers are charging $10,000 for their customers? Would it be reasonable that you charge $10,000 for your system? Probably, right? So that's how we want to think. And this is the cool thing about it. As long as your customers are getting new customers with your system on a consistent basis, then you are able to charge way more than just the price of one customer. Let me show you why. So in our case, we had our system for personal trainers. So we help personal trainers get customers through paid ads. And we sent people from the ads to an application funnel. And from the application funnel, we showed them how to sell a self-liquidating offer. A self-liquidating offer helps your customer or helped our customers liquidate ad spend. So this means we had a system on how to generate new leads. And then we had a system on how to transform or how to convert those leads into paying customers. And then we had a system on how to liquidate ad spend, and now help our customers get their customers to pay them on a monthly consistent basis. So they got consistent revenue now. That was really valuable for them. So this system helped our customers get 5 to 10 new clients that paid them $2,000 to $3,000 on average. Notice they paid us between $20,000 and all the way to $52,000. Even though they only had customers on average paying them between $2,000 and $3,000, they were still willing to pay us up to $20,000 and all the way to $52,000. Why? Because when they got 5 to 10 customers, for example, for $2,000 per month, now they were able to make $20,000 per month. And they only had to sacrifice 1 month to get all of this, and they could pay over time. So in this case, we got $20,000 for our customers on average, and we gave them a system that could give them a $20,000 payout per month, right? So that's why we were able to charge way more than what our customers were charging for their customers. But think about if our customers were selling like a $5,000 product. It would be easy to get more people to pay us $52,000, right? And that's the power behind a system, and that's how it works so well. And the really, really powerful part about it is that there was less pressure on me as a coach anymore, because they were not buying me, they bought the system. And because they bought the system, they didn't expect me to be the coach. They just expected to get a system that really worked. So my job was to find the right type of people who could help my customers set the entire system up and get it to work. That was my job. It was not about showing up for calls, and I did that sometimes, but I was able to spend more time on actually growing my business instead of selling my time. So I spent maybe 5 to 6 hours on average per month, not per week, per month on the delivery side. And then I could spend all the time every week that I didn't spend on the delivery. I could spend so many hours on actually building my business, growing my business, scaling my business, building the team, building the infrastructure, getting like more marketing stuff, generate more sales like that, right? So it was easier for me to delegate, and therefore it was easier for me to actually build and grow my business, okay? So now that you know that selling a system is both easier to sell, it's worth more for your customers, and it's easier to delegate, I want to show you how to attract the right type of customers and get them to book a call. So let's unlock the next video, and I will show you exactly how we used a whiteboard to make $1 million, and I'll show you how you can turn strangers into raving fans who wants to buy your system.